Assalamualaikum friends, how are you today? I hope that all of you are happy to welcome the new day. And this time our topic is about adjective ended in ing and ed. Adjective ended in ing and ed. Part 2. And don't forget to check part 1 also, because there are a lot of adjectives that may remind us about our vocabulary. Silakan dicek bagian 1. Adjective is a word used to modify noun or pronoun. Adjective adalah kata yang digunakan untuk menjelaskan kata benda atau kata ganti. Adjective ended in ing is used to describe the characteristics of a person, thing, or situation. Jadi kalau dia berakhiran ing, dia menjelaskan orang, benda, atau situasi. Kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia itu berawalan me. Adjective ended in ed is used to describe the feeling or emotion. Let's check the difference. Sekarang kita lihat bedanya. Number 1, we have frightening, menakutkan. And then frightened, takut. Lihat, frightening kalau dia berakhiran ing, umumnya diterjemahkan diawali dengan kata me, menakutkan. Lebih ke aktif ya. The meaning sounds active. The intensity of the rain lately seems frightening. Intensitas hujan akhir-akhir ini tampak menakutkan. I'm frightened that you would fall from that tree. Saya takut kamu akan jatuh dari pohon itu. Check the difference, guys. Next, number 2. Frustrating. Membuat frustasi. Membuat frustasi. Remember that this one is adjective. Semua kata yang digunakan di sini berfungsi sebagai adjective. Frustrated, frustasi. If your job seems very frustrating, then change to something else. Kalau pekerjaanmu tampak membuat frustasi, maka ubah ke pekerjaan lain. Failure may leave the spoiled child depressed and frustrated. Kegagalan bisa menyebabkan anak yang manja tertekan atau depresi dan frustasi. It is easy to differentiate when we remember that adjective ended in ing sounds active. Fascinating, mengagumkan. Fascinated, kagum. Now in the sentences, let's see. That film gives a fascinating insight to Ben's character. Film itu memberi wawasan yang mengagumkan terhadap karakter Ben. The fascinated pedestrians would stop to witness their amazing dance. Para pejalan kaki yang kagum, yang terpesona akan berhenti untuk menyaksikan tarian mereka yang mengagumkan. Number 4, flattering, menyanjung, merayu, menarik perhatian. Flattered, tersanjung. In the sentence, your flattering comment attracts your teacher. Your flattering comment attracts your teacher. Komenmu yang menyanjung, yang merayu itu menarik perhatian guru. The contestant looks flattered by jury's compliment. The kontestan itu tampak tersanjung dengan pujian juri. Next, number 7. Horrifying, mengerikan. Ya, next, horrified, ngeri, takut sekali. The police arrived to find the scene with horrifying destruction. Polisi tiba menemukan TKP penuh dengan kerusakan yang mengerikan. Okay. She felt horrified to find out that she was slandered. Dia ngeri sekali setelah tahu bahwa dia itu difitnah. Nah, so horrified modifies person. Number 8, interesting. Menarik. Interested, tertarik. Bedanya sedikit sekali tetapi sangat membedakan arti. So, be careful. She has an interesting perspective about her business and many of her friends look interested. Dia punya perspektif atau pandangan yang menarik tentang bisnisnya dan banyak temannya tampak tertarik. Okay, interesting modifying thing, and then interested modifies person. Number 9, inspiring, menginspirasi, inspired, terinspirasi. Your job experience seems very inspiring. Pengalaman kerjamu tampaknya sangat menginspirasi. Listening to your experience, I became inspired to start my own business. Ketika mendengar pengalamanmu, saya menjadi terinspirasi. Inspired modifies person, untuk memulai bisnis saya sendiri. Next, number 10, irritating, menjengkelkan. Irritating, menjengkelkan atau pedih, iritasi gitu ya. Irritated, jengkel. Now let's see the usage in the sentence. Our new boss looks very irritating. He underestimates all of us. Bos kami yang baru tampak menjengkelkan, dia meremehkan, merendahkan kami semua. Irritating. She became irritated because of his arrogant speech. Dia menjadi jengkel karena pidatonya yang sombong. We continue to number 11, overwhelming. Overwhelming means berlebihan, lebay. Overwhelmed means kewalahan. Your reaction to his words seems overwhelming. He doesn't mean it. Reaksimu terhadap kata-katanya itu tampak berlebihan. Dia tidak bermaksud begitu. She became overwhelmed by all questions her father asked. Dia menjadi kewalahan dengan atau karena semua pertanyaan yang ayahnya tanyakan. Next, number 12. Perplexing. Membingungkan. Perplex, bingung. Perplexing, membingungkan. It is easy to memorize, right? Whenever it is ended in ing, so the translation is active. It looks perplexing that all new members support the greedy manager. Tampak membingungkan bahwa semua anggota baru mendukung manajer yang rakus itu. My neighbor becomes perplexed to see the ditch he cleaned an hour ago is full of leaves. Tetangga saya menjadi bingung karena melihat parit yang dia bersihkan 1 jam yang lalu penuh dengan daun. We continue number 13, pleasing. Pleasing, menyenangkan. Menyenangkan. Pleased, senang. Okay, now let's see in the sentence. It's really pleasing to talk to someone who has wide insight. It's really pleasing to talk to someone who has wide insight. Menyenangkan berbicara dengan orang yang memiliki wawasan yang luas. The janitor looks pleased to see those girls help him to clean that room. Bapak pesuruh itu tampak senang melihat anak-anak perempuan itu menolongnya membersihkan ruangan itu. Next, number 14. Relaxing. Relaxing, membuat santai, menjadikan santai, and then relax, santai. Well, now let's see the examples in the sentence. Acupuncture treatment is really relaxing. Perawatan akupuntur itu benar-benar membuat santai. Okay, so relaxing refers to the thing. Her mother feels so relaxed when she massaged her. Her mother feels so relaxed when she massaged her. Okay, so relax refers to person. Now let's come to number 15. Relieving. Relieving, melegakan. Relieved, lega. Relieving whenever you are free out of something, so it's relieving. It is relieving to hear that you passed the final test. Melegakan sekali mendengar kamu lulus pada tes terakhir. His parents felt relieved to know that he was not in danger. Orang tuanya merasa lega setelah tahu bahwa dia tidak berada dalam bahaya. So, relieved refers to person. Satisfying, memuaskan. Satisfied, puas. Satisfying refers to something that means active. Your descriptions before the class this morning were satisfying. Penjelasanmu di depan kelas pagi ini itu memuaskan. All interviewers look very satisfied with your mastery of that topic. Semua yang menginterview tampak puas dengan penguasaanmu terhadap topik itu. Okay, try to learn the difference so that in the usage we are not mix them. Sickening, memuakkan, membuat mual. Second, muak. The sickening feeling starts to grow from my stomach. Sickening modifies feeling and it means memuakkan. Jadi perasaan mual itu mulai dari perut saya. Religious people will never feel sickened by anything in their life. Orang-orang yang religius tidak akan pernah merasa muak, bosan dengan apapun dalam kehidupannya. Next, let's go to number 18, surprising. Mengejutkan. So it refers to the thing usually. And then surprise, terkejut. Remember the difference. Many times I found that the beginner made the mistakes in the usage. That news of their failure was so surprising, but they didn't get surprised. Berita tentang kegagalan mereka itu mengejutkan, tetapi mereka tidak terkejut. Number 19, tempting, menggoda. Refers to the thing. The colors is tempting, or the price is tempting. Tempted, tergoda. The color of that cake was so tempting, but luckily I was not tempted. Warna kue itu sangat begitu menggoda, tetapi untungnya saya tidak tergoda untuk mengambilnya. Just because I'm on diet. 20. Tiring, melelahkan. Tired, lelah. Okay, so we do not use tired for all cases. It depends on the meaning. I feel very tired today because the activity at this camp is so tiring. Saya merasa sangat lelah, sangat capek hari ini karena aktivitas di perkemahan ini begitu melelahkan. So tiring refers to the thing. Well, we go on with number 21, thrilling. Mendebarkan, menegangkan, seru. Some sort like that. And then thrill, berdebar atau tegang. That film was very thrilling, so it made us thrilled all time. Film itu begitu menegangkan sehingga kita merasa berdebar terus sepanjang waktu pemutaran. Gitu ya. So thrilling refers to film, to the thing. 22, threatening, mengancam, and then threatened, terancam. Okay, now let's see in the sentence how they are used. The threatening message makes all students and teachers threatened. The threatening message, pesan yang mengancam itu, makes all students and teachers threatened, membuat seluruh murid dan guru terancam. So, threatening is for the thing, and then threatened, this one is for persons in this case. Number 23, we have terrifying, menakutkan, and then terrified, takut. Cyberbullying can be terrifying because it can affect public opinion. Cyberbullying can be terrifying because it can affect public opinion. Perundungan siber atau perundungan di dunia maya bisa menakutkan karena dia berpengaruh terhadap opini publik. Then the victim can be extremely terrified so that it can haunt him for a long time. Sehingga korban merasa sangat takut sehingga merasa dihantui untuk jangka waktu yang lama. Next, number 24, we have touching. Nomor 24 ini touching, menyentuh hati maksudnya. Touch, tersentuh. Okay, in the sentence, it is so touching to see how the children react to an unhappy friend. It is so touching to see how the children react to an unhappy friend. Begitu menyentuh hati, menyentuh perasaan, melihat bagaimana anak-anak bereaksi terhadap teman mereka yang tidak bahagia. Next, we felt touched when that boy said he worked to help his mom. Kami merasa tersentuh ketika anak itu mengatakan bahwa dia bekerja untuk ibunya. Well, this is the last, number 25. We have worrying, mengkhawatirkan. Remember, ing means mengkhawatirkan. Worried, khawatir. The conditions of that patient is still worrying. Kondisi pasien itu masih mengkhawatirkan. But the doctors don't seem worried because they know what to do. Tetapi para dokter tidak tampak khawatir karena mereka tahu apa yang mereka lakukan. You can see here that worrying refers to condition of the patient while worried refers to the doctors. Okay friends, now that's all the difference or the adjectives ended in ing and also ed. And I believe that it's easy to apply, easy to memorize as well. And don't forget to focus on the difference anytime you want to use it. Now, I will give you some sentences just to check whether we get it or not yet. Nah, itulah tadi adjektif berakhiran ing dan ed. Semoga menambah kosakata kita dan bisa diaplikasikan. Kalau channel ini bermanfaat, silahkan di subscribe, like, dan komen. Terima kasih banyak.